Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmyne Show.
The Jasmyne Vince.
We are hella off center. We just came back. Welcome back to another episode of The Jasmyne Show.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Vince. And if you haven't watched our channel ever, which I'm sure you have, but please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell thingy. We are here to talk about Catfish because we couldn't get enough. Obviously, we talk about other reality shows, and if there's any other shows that you want us to cover, please let us know about them, and we will happily do so. Jazz has watched every single episode of Catfish ever, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it like that.
And she loves it. She loves Catfish. It's her show. If we were talking about Big Brother, you know, that's my thing specifically. But this episode, I could not get enough. I think everybody agrees it is one of the weirdest episodes ever. So I'm sorry to keep my baby up this late, but we have to talk about it. I'm sorry, y'all. It was too crazy. And before we even get into any more of it, I do want to state that I am a mental health advocate.
That's his asterisk. Like,
I
just so you know,
I'm a huge advocate for mental health. So if there are any communities that are offended or would like to, you know, speak up about anything that took place in this episode, please feel free to do so in our comments and feel free to continue to educate, because I feel like a lot of people had question marks over their head for all around, like just all around, everywhere. I feel like Neve still don't know what happened at the end of this episode. But let us get into it. We started off.
Hold on.
Oh.
I think I had the description of this episode.
Yeah, get into the description.
Because it's a lot happening here. All right. So the description. The title of the episode is Motherwolff and David.
Already weird.
Yeah. After 20 years, Motherwolff, a devout Satanist and witch, is now ready for her true love, David. Will their lifelong romance prove to be as magical as she dreams, or will she learn the hard way that the devil is in the details? That's interesting that's how they put it.
Now, when Jazz read that to me, she was like, wait, did you see that? I was like, I don't even want to know. I don't like to know what the description of the episode is. So it's just funny that on Married at First Sight, I read the description every time. But for the most part, I don't like to know. Like, I just want to see what's going to happen. And I saw the name and I was like, And already I knew some foolishness was afoot. It was. So, or afoot, if you will.
She said that she was a devout. What did she say? She said she
devout Satanist at one point.
No. She said she was a conservative Baptist.
That. You usually got to be super religious.
And now she's a devout Satanist. And I was like, I need to know more about that story and how that happened.
First off, yes. Second off, did she say what she is now?
Yeah, she's a witch.
Just a witch?
Neve kind of asked a little bit, but he didn't go deep enough into
many questions in this. So many questions, y'all. So many.
Vince does not watch this show usually.
I enjoy Catfish.
This show caught his attention because it was just a lot going on this episode.
I was just excited that it was Tuesday and Jazz loves Catfish, so I'm like, cool, something me and you could do together. We bond on, and we don't have to force ourselves to watch it and record the show after it. But I was like, we need to record this. We need to record this one. This is insane. I'm sorry. Excuse the language again. We started off the first thing wrong with this episode. Where's Cammy?
Yeah, Cammy is out here living her best host dreams.
Hey.
She's currently hosting Are You the One, which is on Paramount Plus.
Yes.
This is not sponsored, but I do work at Paramount. So Paramount, y'all can sponsor me in my paycheck. Thank you.
Pretty please.
And she's also hosting X on the Beach, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm not watching that one, but I am watching Are You the One?
As a host trying to get to the bag and follow his dreams, Cammy, we love you. We support you. But you needed to be here for this episode.
I needed the black woman facial expression.
And I know I don't have a Cammy gif. I tweeted it. Check out us on the Jasmine Show on Twitter so you can see our Cammy gift. Anywho, we started with this gentleman. I don't even remember what dude's name. You remember dude's name? He plays Teen Wolf only on MTV and Paramount Plus. So I thought that was cute that, you know, they did their, you know, co-branding, whatever you call it. But then also, they literally put him on this episode because his name is Wolf. Like, that's because he had Wolf in the name. Shout out to Neve's chest hair if y'all caught that reference too.
Oh my God.
But I feel so bad for this guy because he was just like, y'all got me on this because I'm a wolf. That's the only reason that y'all included me in this. But let's get into the foolery and the tomfoolery. Again, we met Motherwolff, Satanist, witch. She identifies as a witch.
I don't know. Anyway.
For the last 20 years, Motherwolff has been on random websites and chat rooms.
She met David on AOL.
Oh, tell us about AOL, Jess.
Yes, I had AOL.
She
met David on AOL on a chat room. That's throwback stuff. On a chat room, and they have been talking basically on and off for 20 years. Like, he would disappear, then he would come back. She would howl to the moon, and then he would call. All types of weird stuff happening in this thing.
They was getting there, and I was like, I feel like this is not as weird as it gets. Like, when they said howling to the moon, I was like, you're kidding me right now. Or witches and warlocks. That's what y'all got going on.
I've watched a lot of weird Catfish episodes, but this one is definitely like top 3 probably.
Top 3, not bad.
Top 3.
What would you say is your other top 2 weird for our Catfish?
Weird or entertaining?
Both,
because there's levels to it.
Both.
There was a guy that said that he was like Neve's assistant.
I vaguely remember that one.
And he actually had a picture with Neve because he ran into him at the airport.
Vaguely remember that one. That was shady as hell.
It wasn't weird, but it was like, he's really selling this. Like, I would believe this guy was who he said he was. So
there's another weird one.
There was a bunch of weird ones.
There's a few weird ones. But David, back to David here. 40 something. 50 something.
She's been talking him
rocker
and her
dude.
Who is it?
In a band, probably. Right? And they met on a warlock in witch chat room. Right?
AOL, yes.
In which his wife Dee Dee joined, which I already red flag. His wife and the mother of his children. Which did we hear about David's children?
We heard about Dee Dee, but we never heard about the kids. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was already like, wait. That's something right there. Yeah. I don't even have to. This ain't a Law and Order episode.
We never came back to that.
Like, something is up right there. His wife, his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
Why are we all in the same
Suspicious.
chat?
So, the Wolf, Neve, and Motherwolff get into the situation, and you see my guy Wolf is already like, yo, I don't know what's going on in this. Like, this is a weird situation. So basically, they've been talking for 20 years. I don't know if they ever said where she lived as well.
They forgot.
They had to have said
I think
that.
It was Michigan.
But we know David.
It
might have been Michigan. David lives in Orlando, Florida.
Yes.
Right? That's the one thing we do know. Obviously, they haven't been able to see each other. David loves her so much. You know how the Catfish story goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been longing to. Oh, we should just spend the rest of our lives together. Blah blah blah. So Neve does his usual. You know, I don't think he did the Cash App. Look up the number because I feel like that would have got us somewhere quicker. But you have to let it play out sometimes because the producers.
I think it was only landlines, if I remember correctly.
That's probably right.
So they search the pictures. The pictures come up to some like rocker guy named Sexy Rexy.
It's David. Slexy Rexy.
Yeah, whatever. So they didn't even delve into that. Like, they didn't even try to message him or nothing.
There's so much that they could have done in this episode, and that's just my biggest thing. So I don't want to offend anybody, like I said. So I'm just gonna say there's so much that they could have done. That's where I'm gonna leave it at.
So basically, she said she gave an address that she had mailed something or something. So Neve they basically get on the flight and go to the address. They
wasn't playing at all.
Pop up
at all. They literally
Neve up in the window and stuff. I'm like, we need Cammy here because Cammy will tell you like you not supposed to be sticking your head up in people's windows.
They had also
That's
they
how
had
you get got.
That might be the biggest. Of course, they got to give us the dramatic look. they had to give us the dramatic moment, but that's the most people I've ever seen Catfish have on staff. They was like, yo, we need to. That was a lot of people.
That was not a lot for Catfish.
That's a lot of people. I felt like.
Okay.
I felt like. So eventually, is there anything else you want to say before the reveal? No,
let's get to it.
The reveal.
Let's make it quick.
Let's get into the reveal of David. David finally comes outside, and David seems like a very peculiar character. Obviously, it's not the same exact person, right? So,
what's love got to do with it? Sorry.
Twitter was saying this is a Tina Turner wig.
It is. It's rough.
And that's pretty rough.
It's rough.
That's pretty rough. So it was a lot. It was a lot to deal with, obviously, at the time. Neve was also trying to understand in the moment, like, what is it?
What's
happening right now? What's happening? So we have David, and David, you know, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, there was a lot of questions. So David, as you can see there, again, not the same person. I had a lot of questions, but again, I'm in a place where now I don't even want to ask those questions out loud, because I realized watching the episode in full that Neve and Wolf, his name is Wolf now, they were just like beating around the bush, but respectfully. Like, they were like, okay, I sense maybe a hint of mental issues on one or possibly both ends. And also with the times, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes.
You know, and the L's, the G's, the B's, the T's, the Q's, the A's, the I's, the pluses. I don't know what to call this. That's what Neve was doing in his head. I'm sorry. I'm just saying the real. I don't know what this is. And not saying this as the person, the whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So my issue came when David was like, yeah, so as David, yeah, I love her, and she's a beautiful woman. Da, da, da. But my name is Denise. Like, switch middle of the sentence. I'm like, oh, this took a turn.
So the turn became where this person right here that we're looking at on the screen presents as David. This is the way that you go about it.
To her.
This person presents as David, specifically to Motherwolff, because that is, that's the relationship that they have. David eventually reveals, David eventually reveals that David is a made-up person. David is a character that this person has created. Now, to, I guess, further prove that this is a character that I'm playing right now, I'm going to appear to you as Denise. And that was like, whoa.
The issue for me was, it was the switch to Denise, and then the switch back to like, it was like a good 5 minutes of switching back and forth between the people, and I'm like, is this schizophrenia? Like, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't diagnose someone. All I know is this is a lot. And then what really got me was, she was like, I just want you to know that before I say anything, like, David loves you. And June is sitting, Motherwolff is sitting there, yes, he does love me. I'm like, oh. You remember on Good Burger when they went into the where George Clinton was and all the psychiatric ward?
Yeah,
that's what it was reminding me of.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
It is revealed that, all right, again, at first glance, I was like, that looked like it could be a Mexican woman. I'm sorry. That was my first thought. And Jazz even was like, oh, who is that? And I was thinking, all right, no, it could be a young dude or just a dude in general with long hair. Like, it don't have to be a wig or,
I asked you 3 times.
Hair.
Is that a woman?
We couldn't confirm. We could not confirm. So it was nice to help us slowly and scarily walk us through this project or process, I should say. I'm all messed up still. Because it was like, oh, you're letting us know that, all right, you were appearing as a man. Now you're presenting as a woman right now.
Right.
Later on, we find out not only is Denise now presenting as a woman, Denise is also a character that was created by whoever.
But we don't know who the real person
whoever
is.
this person is. We don't know who this is. They love Motherwolff when they're David. They don't care about women at all when they're Denise.
But also registered her address, registered David's address. So it pops up on the internet, but no other information. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm concerned.
The part that I'm the most concerned about is presented with all this information. Motherwolff is still like, like you said, like, oh yeah, I know you love me. I know David loves me. Like,
for me, it was the fact that she was like, the only question I have tomorrow is the David or the Denise more dominant? And I'm like, oh, so you crazy too.
That was the top. We don't use those words.
I'm sorry.
We don't use those words. But that was the top question that you had. You know, I got some questions. And I was like, yeah, girl, because I got questions too. I need to understand, like, how does Denise even feel about me? Like, do I get a chance? What? That's the who is this person? Are they a serial killer?
Do they have people in a basement?
How many other personalities are there?
Did she kill the people that have those personalities before she took them?
Was David ever a real person? Whose house is this? How many other people live in the house? Now that we know you, David, Denise, and Dee Dee, are there really kids? Where are the kids? Who's on medication? Do they ever take it? Has anyone seen any type of doctor or medical physician or professional? Like,
guys, this has been an episode of the Jasmyne Show.
Yeah, I am so confused.
Please go back and watch this episode.
No. We're not done. We're not done. Couple more minutes, just a couple more. All right. So they all sitting in Denise's living room now, and they get to meet Denise. And if you haven't got a chance to meet Denise yet, and I just realized MTV might take this whole episode down. Y'all might not even get to watch this shit for real. Like, yo, so we get to meet. Oh no, we met Denise already, but now we get to see Denise, different wig, different person. Denise, David, step your wig game up because I don't know what's happening regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Never mind. Let me keep my. This has been an episode of the Jazz. So what happens is now. Again, Neve was very confused. I'll end it after this, but Neve was very confused. And I'm just like, yo, the fact that, we're going to spoil it for them fully too? Like, the fact that we don't know who this person is was very troubling for me.
Yeah.
I'm getting serious right now.
Yeah.
The fact that we don't know who this person is, we allowed this person to continue doing what they're doing. Usually if there's somebody that has like a catfishing issue, like they try to get them to stop in some way, shape, or form, or I don't know how often they get the authorities involved.
I mean, but the thing is, normally the person that called catfish is like, oh no, this is not okay. She was with the shits. She was here for the shenanigans. So what can you do at that point?
David still really thinks you're attractive. Well, you're not so bad looking yourself. Whoa. I'm Denise right now. Like there's a lot of need taking place in this episode, and I just wish everybody the best. I want to put that out there. But again, I was really turned off at the end after this whirlwind of things. And y'all probably still
don't say how it ended.
Okay, I won't. Y'all probably won't.
Go watch it, y'all, and please leave us a comment.
I'm just still like, how they let you do this though? That's all I'm saying.
It was just a wild episode. We had to talk about it, on the internet because Black Twitter was lit up yesterday. Okay.
I have nothing more.
Thank you. I'm gonna go get this wig right here.
Please, hopefully it look better on you. Please, of course, if you've enjoyed this, make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Do that, y'all. Do that. And let us know what other shows you'd like us to cover, because we definitely going to be watching some more Catfish. Peace.
Jasmyne and Vince.
The Jasmine Show.